Hello, everyone. Which one am I on right now? Ah! That needs to be changed. One moment. Oh, wait. This I am using my lovely Stream Deck to just push buttons. Those of you that don't know me, I am Sir Cat. I play a variety of games, and tonight we're playing some more Ace Attorney. But I am in the wrong outfit currently. That's better. Yeah, much better. Can't go into court in my superhero suit. I mean, there's probably tons of superheroes who probably walked into a court with their own superhero outfit. She-Hulk. And probably just been like, yeah, that's fine. Totally fine. Anyway. Alex, thank you for the follow, and has been a long time. And thank you for the first superhero. I had a pretty nice day. I'm okay. Yeah, just okay. I love the moonlight. Yeah, I thought to start something relaxing considering we're gonna go into an Ace Attorney game, which is already chaotic. Like, honestly, you might as well just be prepared. Now we're just building up the intensity with this song, I guess. This is the minigame. I think it's the Junimo's mine one. I get so frustrated with that one. Birdie's good, energetic as always. My aunt, her, mom, is away paying a visit to my cousin, one of her eldest daughters at the moment, and a baby shower. So I'll be back for a while, so yeah. Marley and Birdie are dealing with it in their own way. Birdie's like occasionally meowing, wondering where mommy is, while Marley is just depressed. So. A bit of a recap for those that have... It's been a while for some. As to where the heck were we? The last thing I remember about what we were doing with this case? We were on Maya's case. As in, like, Maya got framed for murder. Again. What is it with this girl and getting framed for murder? I have no clue. She just either got bad luck or somehow the universe just likes to throw challenges. Either way. We basically gathered the clues we got so far. But this is an interesting one. I so saw it coming though. Like, literally. I, looked at the room. I'm like, there's no other room. Something's bad's gonna happen. I could see the red flags right then and there, and I already had several different suspects that were acting pretty sus. The woman with the big hair, Maya's aunt, was super sus. She's either got mastermind vibes, or she somehow is involved. And then there's, her cousin, who is a prodigy. And basically I can unlock secrets using psychic powers. Yeah, that's just gonna be fun. I'm basically borrowing psychic powers in order to find out people's secrets. That's not... G-Man, welcome on in! Hello, thank you for the crab rave. We're gonna need that energy. Cause the next bit in the story is we're going into court. Which most likely me. Oh yeah, we're not dealing with Edgy right now. We're dealing with somebody else. I already know about her. I know it's a different Von Karma. Like, I already know. I'm not upset about that spoiler. It's a tiny spoiler. So I know a character. I don't know anything about her though. Which will be nice because I have no idea what her personality is, and let's just hope she's nothing like her. Nothing like a certain other Von Karma we knew. That iconic clip is still in my YouTube, by the way. Man, and it was an iconic day. Alex remembers that all too well. Oh my gosh, those were the days. And now I'm done with that. Hopefully Isaac comes around soon. I'm going to switch to a different VC because I wanted to do some intro stuff, content stuff, me stuff, all the stuff. Once Bub, yes I do, and it was so satisfying. Yes, it was. Oh yes, I was so, like, passionate, and everything. It was just wild. Gonna go into Theater VC. Yes. Whee! To go. What's going on? Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Now on the right channel for this. People could just come in and go as they please. I'm going to just do this. Hopefully this summons Isaac. I'm just gonna get this ready. But I will mention something. I don't think Johnny's in watching this right now, but if he is, I want to thank him for boosting my Discord channel. Cause now I can stream at higher qualities, I guess, because somebody boosted my Discord channel. Which is nice, because I feel honored and blessed. Anyways, I'm about to go to sleep. It's nice to hear from you. It was nice to hear from you too. Have a good sleep. Please sleep well. Definitely sleep well. Anyway, let's open the game, shall we? Do. And alright. Me too. Okay. No, not that. This. And then that. Oh, gotcha. Cool. We'll be able to see that. Okay. There's that. Alright. You guys are not in gaming. I just fixed it now. All I gotta do is this, and then that, and then this. And hopefully it is voila! It is voila! But it's not the exact sense. Let me fix that. Okay. That should... of course there's like 1 inch. Perfect. Now you all can see. Right. Let's see. This one is the most recent out of this. Wait. Why does it say 4? Oh, this is the 4th space. So these numbers are just spots. Do this one. Alright then. If I am just doing this solo, then it's just gonna be me. But there is something I forgot to do, so I'm just gonna put it up a BRB screen for a little bit. Till I am actually ready to do this. You're not hearing anything in the background. No, totally not. Totally not. Let's see. There's a lot of people on tonight. Nope, we're not hearing that. Okay. That. And then that. Heck? That's weird. Cool. Alright, I am back. Apologies about that. I was keeping tabs open for people. I like to do that to have ideas of who I want to raid. Maybe I want to raid into somebody new. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I won't. I have no clue. Either way. If I am acting on my own tonight, I will be taking some breaks to make sure that my voice is not being overused. Got some water in my system. Let's do this. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. in the morning. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it. No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Yes. Manfred Von Karma was already a sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. Perfection's overrated. Oh god. Not you again. I thought I never had to see your face ever again. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. Interesting they used the word they. Smart enough to camouflage the gender, or maybe that's what they go by. You never know. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Oh, it's her. Pearly? You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way! I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Did you two come together? Mother was watching over the trainees. She said they had training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then You came all this way by yourself? Yep. I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train, oh man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. One of Von Karma tries to do something to me. At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who was that? He's an ex-rival. Well, he's also a friend. You could say boyfriend if you know the context. I still remember... Speak of the devil. Oh my gosh. I literally just... Maya just said something along the lines of like, oh, they're rivals, they're friends. And I'm like, yeah, boyfriend if you know the context. And then you appear.
They're boyfriends and they're gay. That's yeah.
The timing is just too perfect. I need to make a little note. No, the sticky notes together. It's fine.
Also, hello, I'm here. I'm fashionably late, but that's okay.
It's okay. Fashionably late is still fashionable.
Yes. But I'm voice acting. Let's go. Finally, I made it to an Ace Attorney stream.
It did help that I basically just said at Isaac. Like, I will make sure you see this note and then get your butt in here.
Sorry about the later times. I tried my best to make it, but I at least made it fashionably late this time, so that's something.
Yeah, that's awesome. Trying to read.
Alright. Who do you want me to take? Let me know.
Alright. We're gonna have a Von Karma come in soon. So why don't you take Maya right now? We'll figure out who's Von Karma in a bit.
I can be Von Karma because then you will be like talking to yourself in that way. So I can be Von Karma. I don't mind.
Okay.
I have a fun idea for Von Karma in mind.
I have a feeling you do. Do you want to be Maya?
If I can pull it off.
Continue to be Maya.
I'll be Pearl.
Pearl? You said Pearl. Okay, I'll be Maya then. I still remember him though, as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Ma. Yeah, I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. Phoenix! Context! Context, my dude! Context!
I'm not saying anything, but I am going to have fun with this.
I'm going to smack you silly with a Rafiki stick and make sure you get some sense knocked into you. It does absolutely nothing. Do not underestimate Rafiki's stick. We do not underestimate Rafiki's stick.
We do not.
Is his stick for a reason. Oh, and thank you for the second superhero, by the way, Isaac. I did see that. Also, if you notice, it's like streaming on the Discord is a little bit better. I did get boosted, so that's nice. All the little trinkets. Basically, somebody boosted my Discord, and I'm happy about it.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I haven't seen it yet. I just saw someone boosted, but I haven't checked much.
No worries. Anyway, let's get back to this. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed to the courtroom. Yes. Let's go. Nah, it's not the time to talk about that anyway. Okay, I'm gonna take a wild guess. He's not he's away. He's like left the industry for a bit. Are you playing the fifth?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yep, that's playing the fifth.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, are non-binary friends. You should say and non-binary friends. Hi, Dana. You tuned in a great time because when I stream Ace Attorney, I have people voice act with me, so this will be fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertaining chaos.
Hello, Dana. Welcome to the stream.
Nick. June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, hello!
Oh,
That's a nice outfit.
this is gonna be fun.
Alright.
Or horrible, we'll see.
I'll be the judge. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Again. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Oh, hello. I can see why. I already know who this is. But seeing her in this silhouette actually makes a lot of sense. Damn. No wonder Luda likes her.
Yep. S.
S. What is with this kid? I won't underestimate that kid, Phoenix. S. Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem to be mad at me?
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ooh, enjoy, Dana, enjoy. Tell me which Pokemon you catch. I do like it when people talk about which Pokemon they catch. It's very entertaining. Anyway. Yes.
You must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Yep, definitely like her predecessor.
What did you expect, I mean?
Like, I don't remember if I heard them saying they were related, but I can see the attitude and the mannerisms make sense.
Do you want me to tell you who she is to One Karma?
Not yet. I have a feeling they might tell me. Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma?
I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy.
Nice to meet you, the prodigy. Sorry, I wanted to use that in a sentence. Just once. I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason.
Okay. Do share.
Revenge.
What's with the whip? What's with the whip?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Why does it have to be orange? Also,
this
how is
is
it
gonna
legal?
be fun. Your reaction is going to be amazing to this.
Is that even legal? I'm like concerned on how she can sneak that in and nobody just needs to bat an eyelash about it. Then again, she is pretty, so yeah, I can probably say she could get away with it. Revenge?
Be pretty, do crimes.
Oh, I was right. They are related. Is
Yep,
this about
she
her
is the
father?
daughter.
Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? Damn, she's got a real score to settle.
I mean, you would too, wouldn't you? If you basically go up in court against the same man who basically sentenced your father to death.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, to be fair, it's just a wheel of toxicity.
Yep.
A toxic cycle. If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! Oh!
Talking. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the talking for me.
Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Haven't you heard that?
Make no mistake, I will defeat you.
You're definitely your father's child. In that context, he did not know the meaning of the word lose either. So, if you want a slice of humble pie, grab a plate because I'm about to serve it to you.
Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Prepare to go down, Francesca von Karma. Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please.
Those of von Karma blood have only one fate.
To lose? Phoenix, what have I told you about premeditated celebrations? To keep them outside of the courtroom, sir, I know. Yes, I've told you this for the umpteenth time. Now let the woman speak. Yes, sir.
And that is perfection.
Yep, Phoenix, call that straight away.
Hey, if there's one thing she's proving in court, it's that she is her father's child.
Oh, yeah, and then some. Who let Andy go with a freaking whip? I'm guessing her feminine wiles did the trick. They just got distracted by her lovely appearance, and they're just like, yeah, go ahead, as they just gaze into her eyes, and then they're just... The other guard's like, bruh, why'd you let her in? I don't know, I got distracted. By what? Have you looked at her? No, I was too busy doing my job, but looked at her! See, Bob, this is why you don't get good... You don't get the good gigs. Why? Because you're easily distracted.
I was worked for letting a whip into the court.
All seriousness, though, I have no idea. I think her presence was probably enough. So she's probably got that
or the fact that she has
intimidation.
the Von Karma gene.
Yeah, she's probably got level 10 intimidation, and they're just like, okay, you can keep it, just keep that snare away from us.
I mean, you know how intimidating her father was, so she has most of, if not some of, that intimidation.
Oh yeah, her gaze is something to go by.
Yep. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Wow, already Wow, you are just like your father. Assuming until the very end that is the very thing that happened, without even considering all other applications of what could possibly happen, even if it's impossible. Which we already deal with the impossible in this court case anyway, so I can understand. At the same time, I'm not the one to give up without a frickin' fight, so bring it on! Whip at everything! I can endure your pain! You think I'm scared of you? Come on, bring it!
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling bold right now. That's probably going to be whipped down very, very soon. But let me be bold for a moment, okay? It's been a long week for me. IRL.
Okay.
But very well. What is the defense's position?
Yes.
Position. Your Honor, does the defendant wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
Says the foolish prosecutor, who is eager to please, if not to dream of big dreams, as she stares down her enemy vehemently. Yeah, that's all I got.
10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You are generous than your father. I think your father only gave 5 minutes in the last court he was in.
You would be correct.
You are very generous. Which is saying something. At the same time, though, you have the same weakness your father does. Being very arrogant to the end. So, allow me to prove you wrong that it probably won't take 10 minutes, whether it be 9 minutes, whether it be way more than 10 minutes, which I'm guessing it will be. All I'm saying is, it ain't gonna take 10 minutes, sweetheart. You might want to strap up, buckle up, and have a seat, because we're gonna be in this for a while. Oh, hello.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
To be fair, that is a logistical play. That is a way he can go. Basically, there's a path he can go down, because realistically, that is technically what's going on, or at least to the Aztec court. But I'm thinking, as she was possessed, Maya was possessed by another soul, who wanted nothing more than revenge on someone. So, to the outsider, it would make sense. But that was if her client was attacking her. But he wasn't. Probably just trying to demand the soul to say, hey, I did do all these things, I need this in writing. I need you to write it down right now. And if anybody's ever dealt with ghosts before, they don't play nice. In other words, if you act nicely, they will leave you alone. If you are aggressive towards them, run. And pray they don't attach you. Because, they will do stuff. And they will ruin your life. So, in Maya's case, let's just hope that none of them attach to her. Which I don't think they have. Thankfully. It's just gonna be hard to prove that she didn't do it. This is a whole the devil made me do it case, and that's crazy enough. Because how the hell do you prove that? How in the hell do you prove that? In the eyes of the law. Anyway. You're a little generous for a self-defense plea. So, you're not like your father and, black and white. But you're still arrogant. Which is interesting. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a solid case if it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone.
How foolish.
You're very elegant. She's very elegant. and has that
Yes.
same attitude as Edgeworth. Which, to me, it does make sense, considering who his mentor was.
Yep. I was gonna say, who was his mentor?
Now, just a reminder, it was Manfred von Karma he was trained under, right? Not her.
Yes. No. It was Manfred von Karma, not her.
Okay, so I am right that it was Manfred. Imagine they both were, like, trained at the same time. That would be funny.
Yep. So that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as crazy as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. She's being more generous than her father. Let's look at the bright side, Phoenix. Oh!
Witness.
Your name and occupation. Oh, I think I cut off when you said that. It's okay though. I'll be Gumshoe. I got that Jersey accent going.
Yeah, I cannot do a Jersey accent to save my life.
That's fine. Yes, sir. Pal. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct.
The prosecutor asked for his name and occupation. He gave his name and occupation, and she whipped him for it. If that's gonna tell you anything about her, yeah, prepare.
For pain, got it.
Yep. Get to the point. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The journaling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? Oh my gosh, is this the first time you've been dealing with psychic abilities, Judge? Might want to strap up, because it's gonna be a crazy case.
Yep.
That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyways, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke down the door and rushed to the room. And that's when they found out that the victim was really dead, correct? Oh. Wrong accent. And that's when they found the victim and were already dead, correct? I believe this is one of those open and shut cases I have ever presided over. Floor plans added to the court record. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that, pal.
Stop wasting my time then.
Judge? We're just about to get to that. Let him finish. Fine. Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from a point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, it was stabbed in the chest. Pal. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause the instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim after the stabbing. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. Autopsy report added to the court record. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. going to do my favorite thing. Press every single detail until I find something revealing.
Yep.
Cause of death. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe? Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim's gun? Wait, he was stabbed before he was shot. Does that mean he tried to shoot himself? I need more details of that, Gumshoe. The victim? Now why would he have... Oh, she has a nice voice.
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares?
I do. I care. Because he was stabbed before he was shot. Miss Von Karma. I need to know why the hell would he need a gun if he was going into a chamber that was to channel a spirit? Phoenix, I think it was for self-defense. He could have easily killed you. Yeah, you got a point. Like I said, why would he need a freaking gun if he was going in there? Because he can't kill a soul. He'd be killing the body, which would be Maya in this case. So yeah, who cares? I do.
The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol.
Touché.
If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims. The defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. I walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point blank, huh? So how far away was that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away, pal. And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
Mr. Phoenix, right. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Try to say that 3 times fast.
Not gonna even try.
Good idea. The only fool foolishly fooling around here is you, Miss Von Karma. This prodigy of the prodigies of the Protestant. That doesn't even make any sense. That's my point. Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire. And that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left in the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. What I do like is that she's not annoying him for no reason. She's like pointing out the details to him. So that's nice of her to point
That's
out.
more than her father ever did. It's more than her father ever did with the trial we had to endure with him.
Oh my gosh, yes. I would agree with that. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose fruit knife was it? It looks like it belonged to the face, sir. What? So... something happened. There was... I remember there was... Hold on. Yeah, right here. About 8 inches off the ground, a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Yeah, it was a bullet hole right there. So, what I'm thinking is, there's a little bit more to that room than meets the eye. And the fact that the key was not exactly in Maya's hand says something. I think there's just a secret entrance. The game's not gonna tell me yet. That's the only way it ever makes sense. Because you cannot tell me a room that has no windows and only one doorway, and yet Maya doesn't remember a thing because of how the channeling works. And he was stabbed before shot, and I think if I remember correctly, Maya shot him as somebody else. Like another soul possessed her and shot the doctor. But he was stabbed. Meaning somebody snuck into that room. So either somebody snuck into that room before it locked, which is likely possible, considering how some people could probably sneak in without being noticed. Or there's a secret entrance, and somehow the victim died before anyone could notice, framing Maya at the start. Which is interesting. And of course, Maya face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good.
What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
The wound is very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? It had to be half an inch more to the right. If it had been more half an inch to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Ooh, he's angry. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep. Sure as can be. One of the wounds and you can't one look at the wounds and you come to see the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who would only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. I was gonna mess up one day. I knew it was gonna happen, and it happened eventually.
It's a tongue twister.
I'm surprised it took. Yep, I'm surprised I was able to get this far without messing up.
It happens.
A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first?
Who's on second? What's on third? Sorry, that's an Abbott Costello joke. If anybody knows it, then you know it. If not, do not worry about it. It's an old joke.
Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Very well, the courts accept them into evidence. Murder weapon was grazed 2 shots 2 shots fired? There's Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Interesting. 2 shots were fired. Murder weapon. A small fruit knife. Belongs to the face. Bears Maya's fingerprints.
The date and time of death were June 90th at 3:50 a.m.
June 19th. Interesting.
Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Naturally.
This is going from bad to worse, as if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme.
Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes? Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty. This is the option of this court, that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
I still think 10 minutes was generous. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justify self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Not guilty. If we plead justify self-defense, we will be basically confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. Like I said, nothing short of complete adequatal. Yeah, adequatal.
You.
Your Honor, I would also like to claim I have just been bodily harmed by this woman in the middle of court. That probably shouldn't be allowed, right? Sorry, but the guys literally brought her in. It's her. Can it be confiscated? We're in the middle of a courtroom. They have all left for lunch. How was they all left for lunch? Fine, I'll deal with it.
You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective.
Yes, sir?
Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike.
Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by...
S.
Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead. Detective, give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence.
Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is in the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed the person who, without a doubt, was now fighting back. Damn. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of back-spray blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Maya's costume added to the court record. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints are on both the murder weapons and the blood splatters on her clothes. Could this be the situation? Could this situation get any worse?
Huh. What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer.
Well, the ball's in my court now. And I've got a few evidence pieces of my own. Let's start with this one. Newspaper clipping. This is where it all began. The doctor freaking his treatment towards others. That did not go well. And then there's this other newspaper clipping. And that's what happens when it was overworked. And there's a small bullet hole on there. Well, there's that too. Let's check the floor plan. But it was right here. The victims were right here and here. But technically they were right here and here. So it is possible it was in this angle? Let's take a look at this. Stabbed in the chest, then shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around the bullet hole. Murder weapon Gray was shot twice. Was Gray's 2 shots fired. It bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Dr. Turner Gray, Ray Surgical Clinic Director, had malpractice incident, murder during a channeling. The defendant, and my client, was arrested on suspicion of murder while channeling. As illustrated, she was top-notch lawyer and my mentor and friend forever. Local precinct in charge of the initial investigation, and everybody's back from ads. Cool, I delayed long enough. Alright.
Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Careful, I bite. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Incriminating evidence. Sorry, pal, but there's even a more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood, pal. Our defendant attacked and killed a person or two without a doubt was not fighting back. As for Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scary today, you know, pal. Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Yes. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Oh my gosh! Phoenix, why did you just use that stare the entire time? My freaking gosh, if you used that stare on the judge, you would basically squeal. This costume defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. She was wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? That is not important information. Yet. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The blood on the costume. Lab shows the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victims on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So are there any other clues you could get from this piece of evidence? Well...
If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on.
Oh yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further. I dare. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up a resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. One little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? She's like,
Yes.
I'm about ready to smack your face silly. Where is the problem? What are you talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Oh, it's the hole! Right there! Please tell me right. Oh my gosh, I'm right! Thank God, I like to look at the whole picture. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole there. A hole? That wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Oh, I just figured it out. Oh, how the tables have turneth. And ironically, a little bit. You see, Miss Von Karma, you did predict that we should please self-defense. But that was before new information came. You're probably asking, what the heck are we talking about? You see, I have a bit of evidence. Right here, there was a small bullet hole. And if I were to run diagram, remind the court of the room itself, the bullet hole is right around here. And it was right around here. So in other words, she was about to almost be murdered. So it could be a case of self-defense. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Press the check button for details. I love it. They didn't even have the time to just say, yeah, there's a bullet hole on the sleeve. No, they just said, press the check button for details. Like, we're not even gonna put that. Sorry about that. I guess you messed up, sir.
Yes.
Is she actually smiling? Oh no. Oh no. You're not gonna give me that whip, because I'm about to confiscate it so you don't whip me silly. What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds.
Not what I done. I have some evidence that I might change that. Trust me, you do not want to cross me.
Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more.
How can you say something like that? This is huge oversight. While I agree this is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma is saying is true. The evidence still stands. If you don't find more definitive problem with this evidence, then no way. Dr. Gumshoe, please continue your testimony. Yes, sir. Defendant attacked and killed the person who without a doubt was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? You could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances of this murder changed drastically. We're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Let me see. I have two means. Alright, first things first. Like always, we do tactical save. Tactical save. Tactical save. Tactical save. Because if I get this wrong, then I'm not screwed. Alright then. I would like to remind the court of this that we just brought up just now. No shot, I did that first try.
Let's go.
Let's go. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh, he mentioned his full name. Oh, he. You're screwed. You're screwed, Von Karma. Oh, you just got backed into a corner. Yes? Heh, you call me by my full name, is kind of a weird feeling. If my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is this bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is that what it means to not fight back? You're right! Seems you are correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting.
Huh.
What's with the "are you finished yet" left? What is it with that "are you finished yet" laugh?
Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right?
She heard him! How was he? He must mumble really loudly. Miss Von Karma.
It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea.
That is correct.
But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty.
Excellent. Now that you... Why, that's right.
Which means...
Lady, you might have blue hair, but you got red flag written all over you. Oh my gosh. That was pure brilliance. I love it.
Yeah. The defense has yet to prove anything at all.
How kind of you to put the ball in my court, Francesca. Yeah, I know your frickin' full name, woman. You wanna go by full names? Francesca von Karma? I can dance this tango all night long, but I don't know if you can last that long, Francesca. No, Phoenix, pull yourself frickin' together. You have frickin' evidence. You can submit it into court. Now pull yourself together, man. Well, is that true?
Furthermore,
Please do an objection. Please do an objection. Please do an objection. Crap.
just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense.
Huh? How so?
Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day.
I so want to give the proof of, oh, by the way, there's a bullet hole over there.
With the new information we acquired added in, of course.
Huh? Oh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah!
Yes.
She's got that did I stutter look. Yes, sir. What a race, sir. I think he's definitely was from the military of some sort because he keeps calling her sir, which actually is a thing in the military. Women are called sir. It's kind of like an insult to be called a ma'am. I don't know why. That's something I know in my country, in America. Is it weird? Yes. Do I understand it? Heck no. I barely understand anything about my country's politics and military standards. And honestly, I kind of don't want to. It's already a headache enough learning to navigate my own life. I do not choose to learn more about the political. Should I? Probably. Do I care? No. I don't care for politics. I only care for in-game story. This story's politics, and how it makes absolutely no sense. Anyways, Gumshoe, tell us what transpired before I dig myself even to a more bigger hole. Same with knights. They were like that too. Even if lady knights were rare, they were still called sir. Ooh, did not know that. Good to know. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, looked at the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario put together does make sense. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Mr. Wright? On the surface, that does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Alright. What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim shows. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Oh no, Phoenix. Oh no, Phoenix. did you freaking forget one very important detail? That Maya, when in the midst of channeling, can change her body size. Do you not fucking remember the many times Mia shows up in Maya's body? How can you not? You know what? I don't even want to know how he just keeps forgetting the obvious detail. He's either really married to his work, or he is a very lonely man and blind to things around him. Yep. So sad. Yeah, you are basically biting yourself on the ass here right now. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. Isaac.
You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes.
Honestly, I'm impressed she knows that. She must be very well cultured in other manners to know that. But also, yeah, I freaking noticed that detail. I swear, Phoenix, you are blind.
With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor.
I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Ow.
Like I said before, I am perfect.
Well, you're better than your father, but I still don't believe in perfection. So, you're gonna have to do a lot better than that, sweetheart, to make me believe that you're perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. S. Nobody's gonna explain it to him how he's gonna fill a verdict! Oh my gosh, you two are an idiot. Never mind. Let's just continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight Baxter. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day. Afterwards, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. So a lot of blood. If you give about maybe a pint, it's probably more than that. Not a bad way to explain that, but he could have said it better. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. 2 days? What was he planning with that? Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. How could you miss? He was right there in front of you! Sorry, I had to quote that at least once. So you were saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, Pale, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt.
Yes.
Panda picked up the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. Maya's never fired a gun before in her life. victim, I've already taken out the safety, pal. What the safety of, even an amateur can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder. Phoenix, now's not the time for that.
Now do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect.
There's even flaws, even the most beautiful of paintings. But you might argue that's what makes them perfection. But my point is, without that imperfection, it wouldn't be perfect. So in other words, there's no such thing as pure perfection. And with that logic, check and mate. His testimony clearly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. No. Wait. Tactical save, tactical save. It's a lovely friend. Tactical save. Alright then. I would like to present this. Nope. And this is why we have tactical saves. Okay, it's not that. Well, we have tactical save, so let's do it. Nope, that's not it either. Alright. Stab in the chest, shot point blank, gunfire residue off the bullet. No, that's not what I wanted! Oh, I have an idea. Alright, just go to load, then here, and then there. It's like as if you never pressed that button. Now, where was I? Right, I was going to present the autopsy report. No, not that either. Alright. I'm just going to try to see if it's this line that I need to present. Nope. So it wasn't the gun. How about the autopsy report? Is it that? Nope. So it wasn't the gun, wasn't that. I think I already tried that and that didn't work. Maybe this? Yeah, I didn't think so either. It was a long shot for that one. Alright. Oh! Really? It was Maya's clothing? What is there about the hole? We established that they were shot. Anyway, missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean, pal? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. You said two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot at point blank, a burned area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other.
I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Well, life is full of disappointments. I told you you're gonna have a slice of that humble pie one way or the other. Sorry, I'm working on my tabs right now. There's just a bunch of people that... Ooh. Interesting. Alright. This is a very interesting case, though. It's giving me a lot to think about. A lot to think about. Okay. But almost ready. Okay, cool. Cool. Sorry about that. It's your line. Isaac. It's a new line.
You can punch a hole in my logic with that. With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away.
Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. You're just inviting disaster into your home. Oy.
Let's see. In the middle of the fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that?
As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, The wound from the fire stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh, I'm making you sweat!
Well, then...
How's that humble pie going for you?
That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away.
Ah, living in the river called Denial, are we? Don't worry, I'll get your address soon enough.
After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then, while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot.
Your audio, it sounds like, there's like a weird echo effect. In a way that makes it like super creepy, and it sets the tone for her so well.
I know, sorry about that. There's like vendors passing by my street.
Oh, don't worry about that. I was just saying it was actually kind of a cool effect going on.
There, that should satisfy even you.
Nope, you don't know me well. You don't know me that well. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal flaw? Ow!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation.
1 minute. Tactical save, please save my ass, because I may not get saved if we don't. Okay, I'm trying to make it work. There has to be a snag in our explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make a fatal blow. When she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Please tell me it's this. Please tell me it's... Uh-oh, I think we lost Isaac. Alright. Let's do this! This is a piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point out the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! Oh. Ah! Thank you for the hydrate. It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who, what, where? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order! Order! This changes everything. Please look at the diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was there when he fired the shot. Then the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in the area. I'll be going now. I'm feeling tired. It's full voice acting. And with you seeing later, take care and have a great stream, Cat. Thank you for coming in. I totally understand. Oh, crap. remember what we're doing! Somewhere around here? Hmm? Uh-oh. The judge's face is scratched just like he smelled some breath. I mean... I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up. Sure. In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright. Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Okay, I'll take this hit, but I didn't really read the... Where was she standing? Okay. Hold on. Perfect. So it was right here. She must have been standing... here? Somewhere around here? Alright. We're gonna do a tactical load, and I already know what to do. Blah, 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 blah. Present. Da, 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 da. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're going to save that. Cool. Here when he fired the shot. Cool. The closer I get to that, the less backpedaling I have to do. This time the defendant was in this area. Somewhere around here. Hey, this is gonna be an annoying spot, and I know it. Okay. Squatting. Wait a minute, big brain. Somewhere around here. Oh no, not that. She was squatting. Oh. Behind the folding screen? The victim and this attacker were fighting, were they not? Then what would be the attacker doing all the way back there? I don't know how to do a German accent, but I'm going to give her an accent of something. So, don't judge me. Besides which, of the attacker was behind the folding screen. Fine, twine. But now I got the victim even know how to shoot. That's obviously impossible. Yes. Yeah, I guess so. Right. Wait. Hold on, before we do anything, I just want to see if it's necessary. Boy, did I just screw up royally. What's done is done. Okay. So that was a complete waste of time. Right. Maybe right here? Somewhere around here? Nope. That ain't it. seriously frustrated. Nope. Nope. So it's not around here. I'm seriously gonna have to look it up if I have no idea where to look. Oh, nice. I'm tracking something, so I'm gonna hit this little button. I need to look at something. Okay. Alright. I am back. I have a walkthrough that will tell me what. I was actually on it, I thought behind. I didn't think front. She was standing right near the folding screen. Oh, wait a second! Me, on time. Son. Wait a second! I know that the bandit was close enough to the ground and the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder balloons present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright! Curse you! I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this changes the defendant's station? It changes everything. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The position has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the fatal strike with a knife would be the ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Pal? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the bag. Yes. Blast radius of disaster. You're such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you have been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of course, of all things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective! How dare you demolish my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing these 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured your punishment would come later. Punishment? Did you lose the accent? Punishment? That's better. Now then, Your Honor, I think I have had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. This court will take a 5-minute recess. After we convene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. This is actually a perfect time to wrap up things. Save your progress. Yes, please. And this time we'll go with this one. Oh, my word. June 21st, 11:37 in the morning. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Yeah, close. I didn't want to totally go through another session by myself. That sounds ridiculous. So, I'm just gonna spew out some ideas for next week. Because I'm kind of stumped. Like, I want to continue Dragon Quest, of course, but then there's like next week, next Saturday. I'm thinking maybe I'm just doing a launch party night, whether it be Stranger Things. Yes, I haven't finished Stranger Things. Shut up. Doing Persona 5, the anime. I kind of want to see that, see how the anime differs from the game. I mean, also they're going to differ from the game I played because I think the anime came before that one and after the first game. Actually, let's look that up right now. Persona 5, the anime, came out before Persona 5 Royal? Question mark? 2028 was released in late 2019. Ha! I'm right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna deal with the first game's logic more than the remakes. Oh well, I'll still have fun. I kind of want to see because I want to know what happened. I want to know there's a difference. But I also kind of want to watch Persona 4 the anime again. It's great. It's a lovely anime. And there's another anime I have been thinking about. Basically, I've been thinking about watching a lot of things, and I kind of just want to do maybe a watch party night that night. Maybe that's what I'll do. A watch party night. And maybe I'll probably get started with February, the schedule for February. Like, my thoughts for February, a little early. Now, I'm going to use the restroom because I think in the next minute you guys are going to have an ad anyway. So I'm just going to use the restroom and I will be back. wait for other people to come back, I am just gonna chill out. Let's put on some music. Also copyrighted free music. Cool. Welcome back, everybody. Let me just get the music back on. Alright. Now we got some music going. Let's talk. Yeah, I've had this, idea to do date everything for a while, so I think in the last week of January, I'm just gonna jumpstart February, so we have one extra week to work on that. And my plan is pretty simple, to just kind of focus more on, games related to love, or such like that. One such game is just Date Everything, and I can do that during the week, and I can, have Dragon Quest going on the weekend. But that leaves next week. And like I said, I can still do Dragon Quest, but maybe I'll do some Dreamlife Alley. Or maybe... Oh yeah, I should uninstall that. Since I got Bendy done, I should, clear it. Saturday, maybe I should do a Jackbox night. I'll think about that one. Ooh, maybe do some Plate Up? Yeah, I think next Saturday I'll do some Plate Up. See if I can get some people. Bug some people. I'll even put a poll and see who has it. And if people have it, I can bug people. But it'll depend. I might see if there's some friends that I know that might be able to do something. Let's see. I do have Call to the Lamb. I should get back to that. I don't have Plate Up, but I can play Jackbox. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I'm just giving ideas. So I know, the last week of this month, I plan on doing Date Everything and then Dragon Quest. But the next week, I think during the week, I'll have Dragon Quest. But next Saturday, I'll have to have a vote between 3 things. A watch party night, which is just me in the Discord putting whatever I want to watch. And if I can't decide, I let the supers decide. That would be you in the chat. Or lurking. Everyone that's on my channel is a super, in some way and form. I can go into details about that, but let's save that for another stream. So yeah, I could do a watch party. I could do Jackbox. I could do Plate Up. I'll let the peeps, the supers in the Discord decide that, so that way I have something I can plan for tomorrow. And if it hasn't been decided yet, I'll just put, wild card, meaning, it's unpredictable, so we won't know until then. Or maybe do a brand new farm on Stardew. I'm still working things out. But yeah, I have some ideas because next month is the month of love, the month of Valentine's Day, and also the Lunar New Year stuff. So yeah, we're definitely gonna look at that. Anyway, I think I will think about raiding out to someone now. Let's see. I think I want to raid to somebody new. Now, let me think. Maybe Kingdom Hearts? That's my favorite game. There's gonna be a lot more people in this category. The title, one of the titles says, "I'm a heartless hunter now." Sometimes you just gotta take a leap and just raid somebody new. Hello. Just gonna look into a person real quick. We have a specific little logo. Trying to get to know more about this person. Ooh, they're playing Chain of Memories. I don't like that one though. We're gonna keep looking. They had like a logo of something from Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko. Now that was a show. That was an anime, a French anime back in the day. And that's actually literal. It was from Japan at one point, and then some company from France or French, basically somebody from the French people, decided to take it on. Which is probably why the location in the actual anime is in somewhere in France. Which I find interesting. Who was the first one? Ooh, I like the name. Oh my gosh, I love their VTuber. They're so cute. Let me see. Let me get to know a little about you. Ooh. He has ADHD and dyslexia. Ooh. Positive vibes, chatty. I like that. You know, considering his literal Twitch name is Little Rat Lord, we gotta rate him. He's playing Kingdom Hearts, it's on the Lion King level, and he's a rat, and I'm a cat. I have to do this. It's just too fitting, you know? Plus, it's been a while since I rated somebody new. Anyway, I appreciate everybody for coming in the stream, for being here. And I appreciate Isaac for coming in and voice acting. I'm planning on doing these little voice acting things either once or twice, like either every other Saturday or like once a month. We will see. I'm not gonna do it all the time because I will strain my voice, and I don't want to do that. So let's raid into Little Rat Lord. If he passes the vibe check, he passes the vibe check. Either way, let's go see this Rat Lord. is doing right now. And I'll see you all later. Remember to be awesome, be super, and I will see you all next time. Bye! Peace!